Today in the Joy of Editing, we're continuing to look at all of the filters in Nik Color Efex, and today it's the bi-color filter. Stay tuned. Hello everyone and welcome to the Joy of Editing with Dave Kelly, and today it's the bi-color filter. Today we'll be looking at it in Nik 9 Color Efex. It's got some great new features like some new AI masking and blend modes, so we'll be getting into all of that in this video. I have 3 different examples for you. This is a really good filter. If you haven't used it after this video, I think you may want to give it a try. If you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed yet, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. And if you find this tutorial helpful, please give it a like and share it. Those small things really help the channel grow and help me keep these tutorials coming. And here's a quick heads up. If you're thinking about Nik Collection 9 or any DxO software, you can grab 15% off new purchases with my code Dave Kelly. Links are in the description and you can try any app free first. If you use my links, I earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. Thanks for supporting the channel. Well, let's go ahead and dive in and check out the bi-color filters here in Nik 9 Color Efex. Come to the left side of the interface. You're going to find all of your filters, and there's a ton of them. They're all in alphabetical order. The bi-color filters right here. I'll click the plus. If you want to find a filter quickly, come up to the search bar and type in the name of a filter, and you'll find it really fast. But here we can see it over on the right-hand side of the interface in the filter stack. And here's a toggle switch right here. You could shut it off or turn it on. Right now, we're seeing the default settings, and we have something new here in Nik 9 Color Efex, and that is blend modes, which will really come in handy, especially for this filter right here. We can toggle through these different blend modes, which is really cool. We'll get to that in a bit, but let's look at color set. This is where we get all of the bi-color, okay? So click the drop down, and you can hover over these different bi-color filters and find one that works for your image. And there's quite a few in here, and they're in different categories. Like this one's moss, as you can see all the different bi-color filters in here. And then we have violet pink. So what you want to do is find one that works for your image. And for this image, I decided on Cool Warm 1. So I'll give that a click, and now we have Cool Warm 1. Now we can increase its intensity or decrease it. And you'll notice we have the cool tone at the top, a warm tone at the bottom. Now this diffusion, this is how it blends between the two colors. So if I take this the whole way to the left, you can see a real intense line going across here. But if you move this to the right, you'll start to blend it in. Those two colors start to blend together, which is really nice. So I may want to blend this over to about here. And then we have shift. So you could shift where the horizon is. In other words, if I move this to the right, see how the blue comes down. And if I move it to the left, the warm comes up. So you can adjust it. Now imagine this was a landscape and we want a different color in the sky and a different color in the foreground. You would use shift to separate those areas. And then we also have rotation, so we could rotate this starting at 0 degrees and going the whole way up to 360 degrees. You can double click and reset this back to 180 degrees. And for this image, you know, we may want to angle that a little bit. Maybe something like that looks pretty cool. Now, I can almost hear you thinking, Dave, it looks great in the background, but it looks horrible on the face. And I agree with you. So let's use a local adjustment. So click right here, see the little plus, and we can add a local adjustment. Now we have 2 AI masking tools. We have object selection and area selection, and they're both really great. Let's try object selection. I'll click on object selection, and now we can hover over the image and we can find different objects in the image, okay? Object selection is great for finding an object in the image, but when you want to pick out an entire area, use area selection. And now what we can do here is just click and drag, see that box, and go around till we select the entire woman. And there we have her. But now we have a problem because the bi-color filter is on the woman and not on the background. So come and click on this invert button. And now it's on the background and not the woman. So that's pretty cool. Now we could come back up here and go to intensity because I think it's too strong and we can pull it back. So maybe somewhere right around here would be good. We also have blend modes. So let's examine those. Now for me, blend modes in Nik Collection 9 is a big benefit, which we really needed in the past, but now we have them. Right now we're in the normal blend mode, so click the drop down right here and just hover over the blend modes. Now which blend mode is right? Well, I don't know, the one that looks best to your eye. So just go through these and find one that you like. I really like overlay on this one. Here's soft light. Hard light, relighting, difference, probably not, but that's kind of cool though. Okay, so try the one you like, but for me, I like overlay, so I'm going to click on overlay. And now what I might do is increase this intensity a bit more to maybe somewhere, maybe right about here. Now for the local adjustments, you see the opacity adjustment. If I pull this back, it's just going to pull the opacity back on the background that we've added that mask to. See that? So we can adjust that. I'll leave it up full for now. But let's say we want to add a little bit of that color onto the woman just to tie this image together. So under the filter, take this opacity and let's just drag it to the right a little bit, not too much, just a tiny wee bit, just to add a little bit of that color on her, just a hint. And we also have something new in Nik 9 Color Efex, and that's this overall opacity adjustment. So you just come and hover right here, see the arrow there, drag this to the left, and this will be the overall opacity. So if I went a little bit too strong, I can pull the overall opacity back a little bit. And maybe I like it, maybe right about here. Now let me shut this off. So here's before and here's after. That's our first example. And now moving on to our next example, these windmills. Let's give this some bicolor filtering. I've already added the bicolor filter to this image, and right now it's shut off. Let's turn it on. This is the default setting. Let's change it. We'll start out in the normal blend mode, and let's click on the drop down for color set and hover through some of the different bicolor filters. Cool warm 1, 2. I like 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Let's try some of these other ones here. Not feeling these guys as much, but you never know unless you try these things out. So I think I'm going to come back, and I think I like Cool Warm 2. So let's click on that. Now the effect is too strong, so I'll take the intensity back somewhat. Maybe right about here. Now let's adjust the diffusion. So let's see what looks good. I think maybe right about here. And now the shift. Let's see where the foreground and sky meet together. And I think maybe right about here looks pretty good. Let me shut this off. Here's before and here's after. Now we could come and adjust the overall opacity. So come up here and hover right here. You see the double arrow there? I'm going to click and drag this to the left and pull this back to maybe somewhere right about here. Looks pretty good. Now let me shut off this filter. Here's before and here's after. So I like that. Now, I don't think this building is getting hurt by the bicolor filter. If it was, I could mask it out, but I think I like it. Again, let me shut this off. Here's before and here's after, and I like this result. So you got to give this bicolor filter a try. And now for the final example, this is a really cool image. Let's try the bicolor filters on this. So let's turn it on. Let's click on color set and let's find a color set that works for it. And for this one, I ended up using Cool Warm 4. And I don't like what's happening on the seal. That's really bad, but we're going to fix that. So let's do that first before we start making the adjustments. So come down and click on Add Local Adjustment. Let's click Object Selection because I think if I hover over the seal, now right now my masks are turned off. So I'm going to type my M key. That's the shortcut for your mask. That's a black and white mask. Type M again. There is your overlay. So I'm just hovering over the seal. Yeah, it makes a great selection. So click it. But now we're only getting the bicolor filter on the seal. So click the invert button and now it's on the background. But now that seal looks really gray and I need to marry a little bit of that bicolor filter into it. So come up to the filter opacity and let's just add a little bit of that in there just to marry it to the image. Maybe right about there looks pretty good. You can always change that later if needed. I really like the warmth we're getting in the sand, but now let's work with the shift and make sure the water and sky are meeting properly, and maybe somewhere right about here looks pretty good. And now we could check the diffusion. 50% is probably good, but yeah, maybe I'll just move it a little bit more to the right just to get a little more blending. Maybe right there is good. Rotation should be fine. Let's check our intensity. Do we want it more intense, less intense? Maybe right about here. Now let me shut off this filter. Here's before and here's after. Now let's work with the overall opacity. So hover over this area right here, that circle, and click and drag to the left. And let's just pull it back a little wee bit, maybe to right there, 88%. Now let's shut this off. Here's before and here's after. So I really like the bicolor filter on this image. Now I did experiment with different blend modes, but I ended up liking normal the best. Well, there you have it, bicolor filters and Nik 9 Color Efex. Now you will find the bicolor filters on all of the different versions of Nik Color Efex, but we have some new features here in the new Nik 9 Color Efex, as you can see from this video. Should you upgrade to this new version of Color Efex? Well, that's totally up to you. I would recommend click on my link in the description below and download a free trial and see if it's right for you. Well, there it is, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like and share it with your friends. And if you're not yet a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe. Click the bell notification icon, click all so that you receive all notifications. And then every time I upload a new tutorial, you'll get notified about it. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me today in the Joy of Editing with Dave Kelly. And I will see you all right here next time. But until then, happy editing.